We have CIO Panel, Organizational Resilience in an AI-driven world. Moving forward, we have our CIO panel discussion on a very timely theme, organizational resilience in an AI-driven world. Our chairperson for this session is Mr. Prashant Singh, Head Tech Strategy and Governance, KPMG, India. Joining him as panelists, Dr. Sushil K. Meher, CIO, AIMS. Next, we have Mr. Ranganathan Vaidyanathan Iyer, Group CIO, JBM Group. And last but not the least, Mr. Subramaniam Sankaraman, Vice President, Pre-Sales, Control S, Data Centers. Please join us. Can we have big round of applause for them, for all of them? This session will explore how enterprises can balance innovation, agility, and security in the AI era. I kindly request all our panelists, chairperson, to please join us. Again, big round of applause, all of you. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Prashant, and I have a esteemed panel here with me today, joined by Mr. Ranganathan from JBM, Dr. Sushil from AIMS, and
good evening. Yeah.
Sankara from Control S.
Yeah, good evening.
Welcome everybody to the panel. I think the panel's topic is on the organizational resilience on in an AI-driven world. So to that extent, I would like to open the panel by hearing from each of the panelists how they are utilizing AI in their business, in their industry these days. Maybe just one-off example, if you can start off with that.
Yeah, namaste. I'm going to take 3 examples because it will be more meaningful for anybody to understand. The first focus area is more on visual analytics, which is very core for auto manufacturing, where we are trying to embrace different kinds of use cases. One for identifying the quality defects per se. And the second set of thing is how to monitor the manpower, and then how we are going to use the same visual analytics for machine monitoring. These are all the 3 different use cases which we have successfully done, and which is under progress, like proof of concept kind of thing is happening. How the employees or the person who is on the operating the machine, we will understand his movements of his hands, or the way he is manufacturing the goods or moving the goods from one machine to another machine. If the pattern difference is there, we will be identifying there will be a product defect, or maybe the process inefficiency goes down or something like that. So these are all the one of the things which we are 3 are already implemented. The one is under proof of concept stage.
Thank you. Dr. Sushil?
Yeah. I'm into the healthcare domain. And if you'll see the penetration of the AI in healthcare, AI has already in the central stage of any digital transformations. It has not left any domains. In healthcare, if you talk any area of the healthcare, if you want to use AI is required. But you have to see that which area you're supposed to take first. And from the AIMS is using AI, you can't say about it, 20 years back. And at that time, people, very few heard about the AI. And you are teaching AI also last 20 years to the students also. I'm come to the one example to you. We have seen that the breast cancer and ovarian cancer, it is spreading very fast. It is a non-communicable disease, but in the urban area, it is growing. It is about to be 38%, and in the rural area, it is about to be 32%. And the only curable it is if we detect early in stage 2. And we have chosen, definitely AI will play a major role. So what we have done it, to detect a breast cancer, you have to do the mammography. And mammography is not available major of the places. In big city also, very few hospitals, they have the mammography. So we have developed a one kit that is how to scan the breast, how it is to be scanned. And we have developed a bra which can scan the breast. So, that is, it is to be developed with the help of IIT Delhi, AIMS, and IIIT Delhi. Already it is being used about to be more than 7 lakhs ladies. What is that? That bra has been given to the Anganwadi and ASA workers. They used to go to the village. They take the clinical informations, what is the menstruation cycle, what is the bleedings, what is the other things, the symptoms are there. After that, they ask that, you please wear this bra and come out. And they use that bra and they come out. And backside of the bra, there's a cable is that it is connected to the mobile. And that mobile has the light-weighted AI tools. And it will scan it. And it can predict 82% accuracy rate. So it is non-reachable, but it can be reachable through the AI and some toolkits what you have used it. So this is the use of one use and beautiful use of this one. This bra is going to be manufactured very soon in the manufacturing stage. Testing has already been done. It is used in the Punjab, Odisha, Bihar, Haryana, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. All the places it has been used, and more than 7 lakhs patient has been scanned. So this is the one of the real examples with you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that, Doctor. Shankara, you have a very different business model where you are actually managing the data and the compute for everyone else, right? So how do you leverage AI in your area, in your business?
I think, Prashant, we have a completely different case. Of course, you know that we are a data center company, and we help customers in hosting their AI infrastructure across our data centers. But having said that, being a technology company, I think we have been chatting, offline also. This is a need of an hour for every organizations to adopt an AI, into their day-to-day operations. Nevertheless, as a technology company, what we have also done is we have heavily invested on AI tools, basically, to enhance our operational capabilities. Today, I can say that across my data centers, we all know a terminology called a preventive maintenance, right? That's a very old technology. We called it as either a preventive maintenance or an annual maintenance. For a critical infrastructure like data center, you can't just rely only on the preventive maintenance, right? So today with the state-of-art AI tools, what we have seen is there is something called a predictive maintenance, right? What is that predictive maintenance? This predictive maintenance is one such which helps my infrastructure to be up, live and running without any downtime. It improves the overall operational efficiency. So we use these technologies across our data centers for all the major equipments to make sure even if there is a small amount of challenges, technical challenges, we were identify and fix it, before any kind of downtime happens. Similarly, what we started doing is we also started implementing the AI tools across our security and surveillance. So back in old days, we all know that if there is an hundreds of camera, you need to have a 3 or 4 security managers sitting in front of an typical conventional screen, large screen. You'll have a big LED wall, to monitor each and every cameras on a 24/7 basis. Today, the AI tools have evolved to that extent today. Sitting across one person across the table, you will be able to identify if there is any security breach. For example, I can create an virtual fencing and make sure that if somebody is passing through that particular virtual fencing, I can create a real-time alert. Or for that matter, if I have to create some critical location and add an alert, if there is any new object is ordered or removed from that place, I will be in a position to generate an alarm over it, right? Similarly, there are few more technologies evolved on the surveillance side of it. We call it as a door force open alarm. Earlier, if somebody is forcibly opening your door, you will have to watch the screen and go and prevent that particular incident to happen. Today we have technology evolved, the tool is sophisticated, the AI tools are sophisticated. If somebody is trying to do a force opening of a door, the camera next to the door will immediately capture the image of the person and pop it on the screen. So I think as an organization, as a data center company, we are leveraging the AI tools across. To conclude on the same technology, we also use this big time for resource optimization. For example, we all know that today most of us use servers, storages, or even internet bandwidth for various of managing your day-to-day operations, right? In a typical conventional days, let's say if my CCTV system needs some X amount of server computing capacity and Y amount of storage capacity, I will have to keep that on a standby mode and then wait for that system to be utilized. Today I don't have to do. I have an automation tool defined in such a way, the AI tools help me, can dynamically increase my capacities and make sure the resources are optimally used, right? So what is the advantage of this? By doing these two things, you are doing it. One, you are optimizing the resources. Two, you are also indirectly helping in optimizing your energy efficiency. Imagine there is a 5 or 6 computes, heavy computes are running on a standby mode and consuming in power, and you need a cooling to cool the servers. Rather, if you put this in AI tool, it's going to only use the required amount of capacity, right? So I think as an organization, we have evolved, big time in using AI tools across our data center operations to provide a world-class state-of-art data center infrastructure to all our customers.
Thank you, Shankara. So both from a performance, from a efficiency, ultimately leading to a cost, which you will be giving back to the business,
Yes.
to your customers, I'm sure.
See, end of the day in a data center, you have an ROI, right? So everything
Excellent.
runs on your ROI and what kind of capex that you invest and what kind of OPEX that you put in across your customers. With all these tools, it also helps you to end of the day to save the cost, right? That's the whole idea behind it, to help our customers.
True. Thank you, Sankara. But I think with AI becoming more and more prevalent these days, and businesses relying more and more on AI for multiple use cases and trying to drive multiple value streams from there. I would just want to call you again, Ranganathan sir. What is the how do you balance this AI use against the risks of AI? So whether it is the data sets themselves, whether it is the hallucination, or whether the other security concerns that are coming up by use of these AI tools.
Yeah, as far we are more on to manufacturing. We never our last priority is data security. because we confined our data within our data center. That is one of the weakness you can say, but that is a fact. We are slowly gaining pace on that because we started embracing cloud to some of the solutions. So we started learning what is data security is all about. So I'm not going to touch that area now. But as for AI to be more meaningful, to give more or less nearby perfect solution, we need the clean data. In the manufacturing, the biggest advantage is getting clean data is more or less possible in many ways because we have data getting collected for more than 2-3 decades because we have PLC, we have SCADA, and wherever we do not have such systems, we are putting some sensors, etc. Yes, we face problem only where we try to collect using HMI, human machine interface related data collection. When we are trying to do there, we get some discrepancies because this is human oriented. Normally human oriented should be more perfect, but the fact is they bring data correction as per their need. So what we are trying to eliminate is try to eliminate human interactions, try to collect data from system, and during the process we have learned that what data we should not collect, because then is another syndrome in human tendency. When you start bhed chal bolte hain na, so that comes into picture. We start collecting all the data. Around 80% of the data is of no use. It was for different purposes. It is not that is not required, but it is required for machine maintenance related purposes or something else. Is the 20% of the data elimination process has come really good after 6 to 7 months of deployment, because what we think is going to give direction for us to take decisions, in many ways it goes the other way, and then we brought in human interventions to identify what data we should not collect. That has really helped us in the third important factor is how quickly we are going to collect data. Because when we wanted to implement anything related to quality, or if you are dealing with hazardous related kind of area where decision has to happen on immediate basis. It is not that after 5 minutes and identifying the problem, by the time the problem which we wanted to stop might have happened. So what data to get collected at what frequency also is another important factor. It all depends on if you are collecting 200 kind of parameters, some maybe needs to get collected once in 2 minutes or once a minute, or maybe once in 5 minutes. It all depends on what kind of decision we are going to draw. So these are all the main important factors which results, yes, 90% in case of predictive, because he also spoke about the predictive maintenance. If you look into, when you are collecting data, for example, in a form of 500 acres of land where we have solar panels, we collected right data, but it was different kinds of panel, not the prediction was not perfect. When we were trying to replace the product, replace the defective material out and putting the other one, because of the make also it caused a different problem, because the prediction on standard rule basis versus the respective kind of brand which has been replaced has got a different impact on getting the prediction done right. So, maybe once in 3 months we have to sit and review what kind of data we are collecting, whether it needs some improvements in getting the output performance improved is also rather quite important.
So data curation, in your view, and collecting the right kind of data and limiting the kind of data that
What we wanted a right output. Decision should be right. So every 3 months you have to do that course correction, otherwise you end up taking an incorrect decision.
But Ranga sir, I want to add two things on this. There are two sides of the view for me, or rather, that one is the positive side for me as a controllers, as a data center, and there is a negative side of it. One, with respect to the security part, you said that there is you are least bothered about your security because you have everything inside. Please don't do that. Come out of your factory. So people like us will have more business. Our data center business will grow.
No, you have misunderstood. I said that we are learning. We are learning means I am 5-year-old as far as security is concerned.
Right.
Although I have 37 years experience, security focus last 5 years we are. It will take some time for us.
Yeah, of course. No, but on the lighter side, I'm saying that we have a good opportunity with JPM is one thing, and the other side of it is, you please store more unwanted data, sir. Then only we will flourish. You should do that.
Thanks for that, Sankar. I think, but jokes apart, when it comes to the risks of from AI, whatever we just spoke about, I think the risks are increased manifold when it comes to using AI in the healthcare space. So, Dr. Susil, how are you managing these risks, and what kind of a framework do you employ for, managing this risk as the utilization of AI is growing within your domain, within your area?
Yeah. See, whenever you will use any application, just to test it, and if it is working, then adopt it. AI is not like that. AI is a different tools. I have seen of many CIO colleagues, if maybe any domains, they ask, what you are using it? Then he'll say, I am using this product from these vendors, and I am quite satisfied. Then based on the reference, they choose the model, they choose the product, and they implement it. What is the inside? What I mean to say, because in and out of AI models, I know it. I have developed many AI models and which I have used. I can compare different models, how they behave, and what is the result, what are the results is coming up. Ranganathan, what he has spoken, it is rightly spoken, data. Without data, no AI. In healthcare, I'll tell, we say, before AI using, more data, more healthcare. Less data, less healthcare. Means if you want to get good healthcare treatment, you're supposed to have a rich amount of data. Then doctor can take a right decision for your treatment. Now we're coming to this. We have learned in our college data and informations. After that, many people, they have not read. From the data information, we have created another layer, it is called knowledge. And from the knowledge, another layer it has created, it is called intelligence, which we are talking AI. Then now another layer is come up half of the way, it is called super AI, that is called agentic AI. The base is data. If data is not clean, not standardized, then your model will not behave anything. It can behave anything, frankly speaking. Whether I am using one model which is giving very good output, it may not behave the same thing from any other organization, because the quality of data, the data standardization is not accurate. So what it happens, see what it is data. First you have to understand. You are going for a model, it is a black box for you. And the vendor is trying that this product is giving 80 or 85 or 87% of predictions. Accuracy is 87%. And you believe it. Do you know that model is tested in which data? Many models it has been tested or trained from fabric data. In healthcare, getting a good quality of data, it takes time. Earlier what I have spoken about, the early prediction of breast cancer and ovarian cancer. That product we have launched for the everyone and it can be used free of cost. There is ioncology.ai. Okay, but we have taken 40,000 patient data. It has taken 4 years to clean it. So we supposed to have a framework to how to clean the data, how data is coming, and that has to be clean. Otherwise, your models may not perform. Second part is talking. Let's take your model is you have tested. How you tested it? You put 100 sample of data or 200 sample of data. After that, you will find, oh, it is working perfectly. As per guideline, if you want to train a model, how much data is required to train a model? Anybody know it? How much data is required to train an AI model? Nobody knows it. As per the research, it's required 5,000 complete data, not incomplete, complete data. And 5,000 complete data, if you take any product, to test at least 5,000 and take their performance. Second part I am talking about it. Let's take, the model is good quality of data has been given to train the model. After that, you are putting some data, may not be accurate, may not be complete. It means that the model performance will go down. Do you have a framework that this model is performing after some time, is giving that output or not? Many people do not have. So this exercise, if you do in the organizations, it is very difficult, very difficult. Now I'm coming to the security. When you are using an AI, security is a big challenge. Right now, major attack is going to the AI model. It is called model poisoning. Earlier it was coming data poisoning, now it is coming model poisoning. And that, because all the business is based on your AI model now. Majority people, they are doing it. So be careful that how to save your model. This is my submission here.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much for that. And related to that, from an organizational resilience standpoint, I also want to touch base with you in terms of what are the new skills, technical, non-technical, that as an organization you are prioritizing as you want to start, really leverage and utilize more and more AI-driven, models that you have. Sure, you can start.
Yeah, let's see. Already I have told you that many people's, very sorry to say, they are not trained. And you have to do the digital transformation using AI. In that cases, at least you supposed to very many different courses are available, free of cost is available. It is not required any computer knowledge or mathematical knowledge. You go through it, at least you know what is LLM, how LLM has built up, where you have to use the LLM. This sort of things you supposed to have a knowledge. Otherwise, what it is that the models which is coming up, you can't understand it. And second part is that before using AI, you have to have a session with all the employees, those who are use the AI, those who are supervising and utilizing the application where it is installed. There's supposed to be a different kind of training is required, so that they can understand how the model is behaving. Just I have told you that if you put the garbage in the model, you will get garbage out. The models, again, the performance will go down. Small example I am giving to you. You have built up a IT professional. You have done BTech MCA because you are trained on that knowledge. If you have trained for the doctor, you have trained for the MBBS, you have read it. That knowledge you have got it. If you have to be trained as a terrorist, you will be terrorist. It is just like that. If you put a wrong data inside the model will behave differently. Be careful, so that you have to be careful on your data. And data democratizations and data quality maintenance is supposed to be an independent body who is supposed to check the data regular basis. Thank you.
Thank you. Ranganathan sir, your
I
views
will-
in terms of
I
skills.
will take very quickly,
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
answer. I'm looking at the different angle. Number one, there are three sets of people. The baseline is, it is not possible for one person to have all knowledge together. That is number one. Number two, having this as a base, if you see, you have to co-create. It means somebody will be there in my organization. I have to train them. Then the knowledge gap which is there, I will try to consume what is available in the market, third parties. That is number two. Number three, the most important thing is those people who are going to take decisions after successfully tested the model, the end users, the so-called management people, maybe so-called, and there are people who are going to feed the data. These are all the people where we have to have a very good system of education, number one. Number two, number three, every quarter you have to sit, understand, because after usage, their perspective changes. They demand more. Before they come, go and ask them so that you get more time. Thank you.
Thank you. That's very well said. I think you need to be ahead of the curve before your customers come back to you after they have been exposed to it and learned, and they come back and ask for more. That's very, very valid point. So with this, just to wrap up this session as a last question, with this, so many other examples that the panelists have shared where AI is being leveraged. Shankara, from your point of view, how have you, ensured that you'll be able to be future ready and take on this scale and demand that we will expect to come in from, all of these businesses?
Yeah, of course. See, the industry prediction is always surpassed. If I have to put you in small maths, I think the India was expected to do a data center capacity of around close to zero 0.7 or 0.8 gigawatt by last year. But the actual data which came in, we have already surpassed and we are at 1.3 gigawatt. That shows that how quickly we are scaling as a country, right? And second thing, as an organization, if you ask me as an individual, as in Controllers Data Centers Limited, if you see our growth trajectory also, we have now 15 live data centers, right? Around 252 megawatt of live capacity, operational capacities. We have data centers across major metros like, Noida, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Chennai, Lucknow, Patna, Kolkata. Out of these 15 data centers, more than 50% of the capacities we have built only in last 5 years, while we are a 2-decade-old company, right? As rightly pointed out by Ranga sir, whether you need or don't need, anyway, data count is increasing, right? AI is the new buzzword, but most of us, the CIOs sitting here, know that AI is just a new jargon, new terminology. But we are all using AI, as Doctor was mentioning. This is a pretty old system. How you are adopting it, probably after this ChatGPT and AI bot, we all call it as an AI. But most of the CIOs or tech, people knows that AI is always there. As a data center company, I call this as an automation, or I call it as an IoT based devices. All these systems were pretty much available in the past. But one good thing is the data consumption is growing day by day because of the new technology. And we are scaling up, as I mentioned, in the last 5 years, we have scaled to an extent of, more than 50% of what we are. The second thing, what we are currently doing is, this will be an really surprising data, with most of us may even take some time to digest. In next 2 years, I'm doubling my capacity. Imagine we took 17 years to grow to 250 megawatt. We developed 50% of the capacity in the last 5 years, wherein we are reaching to 500 megawatt, which is 0.5 gigahertz in next 2 years, right? On top of it, we have already acquired a land or the power sanction which is required to feed the data centers by around 2 gigawatt. When I say 2 gigawatt, in a simple term, it is 2000 megawatt. That means I am talking about 10 times of the current operating capacity for which the land is acquired, the power is acquired. So imagine the kind of scale that we are going through. Now, gone are those days, people come and ask us, give us a 6 kilowatt rack, 10 kilowatt rack. We are talking about today anywhere between 100 kilowatt, 150 kilowatt. Even when we have this kind of a growth factor, the technology is also growing. Most of our data centers today we have a state of art, cooling technologies like liquid cooling, liquid immersion cooling. The conventional cooling systems are no more going to help you. So we started adopting those new age state of art infrastructure also. I think as an organization or as a country, I would say that we are completely geared up for the upcoming AI or the data surge which is coming into the country. We are fully geared up to support our enterprise and the hyperscale customers. That's what I would like to.
Thank you, Shankar. I think that was quite informative and quite heartening to hear that, organizations like yourself are gearing up for all the demand that we expect to come in the next very, very near future. So thank you, panelists. Thank you for your time. I think very, very quickly, just in 30 seconds, if I would want to summarize this, from an organization resilience standpoint, what we heard from the panelists today was, obviously, first of all, look at your data. Data is the key if you want to enable, AI-based solutions in your organization. You need to be very clear with the data that you're collecting, and you need to continue to curate that data. Training, both for the technical teams as well as the models, as well as for the non-technical teams, is key and has to be a continuous process. Security, of course, we didn't touch much upon that, but security is primary when it comes to dealing with AI. And there are new security threats, like Doctor also informed us about, that are coming up in the landscape, and we have to be able to deal with that. The good news is that there are organizations like Sankara's who are building up the capacity and gearing up to make sure that we have enough capacity in India available to cater to all of these new use cases that are coming through. And hopefully, this will drive together much more faster and much more better value realization for all of us. With that, I want to thank all my panelists for the lovely, inputs that they provided. If there is one question, or is time? Okay, we can connect offline in case anybody has any more questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that informative session. Moving ahead, everyone, can I request once again Mr. Kali Mahapatra to please join us and give a small token of respect to our panelists as well as our chairperson. Big round of applause. And also, I kindly request all the people who are sitting at the back, please join us in the front rows, because we have some spot prizes and we don't want to miss out. So I kindly request all the people sitting at the back, please join us in the first, second, third, fourth rows. Please join us. Second, third, fourth rows. Please join us. All of you. We have some amazing spot prizes. Trust me. All of you, please join us. Second, third, fourth rows. Thank you, everyone, for joining.